Have you ever sat down to a meal thinking you were doing something good for your body, only to feel tired, bloated, or just not quite right afterward? For many older adults, this quiet frustration is all too familiar. The truth is, as we grow older, the foods that once worked for us may start to work against us, especially when it comes to vegetables. Surprising, isn't it? We've always been told that all vegetables are healthy, but in reality, not every vegetable is kind to the aging body. Some may strain digestion, interfere with medications, or quietly stir up inflammation. The good news is, there are also vegetables that do just the opposite, offering strength, stability, and calm where your body needs it most. In today's video, we'll gently explore which vegetables may be doing more harm than good, and which ones can truly support your health after 60. So if you're hoping to protect your joints, improve your energy, or simply feel more at ease in your own skin, you're in the right place. Stay with me. One small change to your plate could bring more comfort than you imagine. The worst vegetable number 1, canned corn, a sweet temptation that's doing more harm than good. It might surprise you, but one of the most problematic vegetables for older adults isn't something exotic or rare. It's canned corn. Yes, that bright, cheerful staple found in countless American casseroles, picnic salads, and even hospital trays. For many seniors, it feels like a healthy choice, a quick and easy way to add veggies to the plate. But behind its golden appearance lies a hidden truth that's rarely discussed. Unlike fresh corn, which has some fiber and natural antioxidants, the canned version is highly processed, often stripped of its nutritional value and packed instead with added sugar and sodium. That combination can quietly wreak havoc on the aging body. Why? Because after 60 or 70, your body becomes more sensitive to spikes in blood sugar and excess salt. Many older adults are already managing high blood pressure, diabetes, or kidney issues, and canned corn quietly makes those conditions harder to control. Its high glycemic index means it causes blood sugar to rise quickly, which doesn't just leave you feeling sluggish but contributes to belly fat, inflammation, and even heart strain over time. Then there's digestion. Seniors often experience slower gut movement and more sensitivity to certain fibers. Canned corn contains insoluble fiber that can ferment in the digestive tract, causing gas, bloating, or constipation, issues that can make daily comfort a struggle. And the packaging isn't much better. Many canned vegetables, including corn, are stored in BPA-lined containers, which may disrupt hormones and burden the kidneys, something that's especially risky for older adults with already vulnerable systems. Let's also talk sodium. Just half a cup of canned corn can contain more than 300 milligrams of sodium. It adds up quickly, especially when combined with other high-sodium foods throughout the day. For seniors on medication for heart failure, hypertension, or water retention, this small vegetable can quietly become a big problem. That sodium overload can lead to swelling in the legs, pressure in the chest, and more frequent doctor visits. Consider the story of Lillian Grant, a 74-year-old widow in Santa Rosa, California. She switched to canned corn years ago, thinking it was a healthy way to avoid fast food. She added it to soups, side dishes, and salads almost daily. But her energy levels were dropping, her ankles were often swollen, and her blood pressure wouldn't budge, even with medication. During a routine nutrition consult, her dietitian pointed to her frequent canned corn intake. "But it's just a vegetable," she said. That wake-up call changed everything. She replaced canned corn with fresh zucchini, broccoli, and green beans, steamed or roasted with just a touch of olive oil. Within a month, Lillian noticed the difference. Her energy returned. The swelling subsided. She even dropped 4 pounds without dieting. It's not about banning corn altogether. It's about choosing the version that nourishes rather than harms. For seniors aiming to stay sharp, mobile, and vibrant, avoiding canned corn is a simple but powerful step. You deserve vegetables that support your journey, not ones that quietly hold you back. So next time you reach for that can, pause and ask, is it really feeding your health or just filling the plate? The worst vegetable number 2, raw cruciferous vegetables, a surprising threat that hides beneath a health halo. You've likely heard how good broccoli, Kale, cauliflower, and Brussels sprouts are for you. And that's absolutely true. But what most people never talk about is how these same vegetables, when eaten raw and in large amounts, can quietly become a problem for older adults. These vegetables belong to a group called cruciferous, and while they do contain antioxidants and fiber, they also carry natural compounds called goitrogens. These compounds, though harmless to many younger people, can interfere with thyroid function in seniors, especially those already dealing with low thyroid hormones, slower metabolism, or taking thyroid medication. Goitrogens can block the body's ability to absorb iodine, which is essential for making thyroid hormones. When your thyroid isn't working at its best, it doesn't just make you tired. It can affect your mood, your weight, your circulation, even how well you sleep. That's not all. Raw cruciferous vegetables are packed with a kind of fiber and sugar that's tough for the aging digestive system to handle. Raffinose, one of those complex sugars, often leads to bloating and gas, especially in seniors with slowed gut movement or sensitive digestion. That big raw kale salad may seem like a virtuous lunch, but it can leave you feeling uncomfortable and heavy for hours. Cooking these vegetables lightly, steaming, roasting, or sautéing, can break down those difficult fibers and reduce their goitrogenic effects, making them much gentler on your body while still preserving most of their nutritional value. Let me share a story that brings this to life. Patricia Green, a 76-year-old retired librarian from Portland, Oregon, decided to embrace a healthier lifestyle by swapping her usual toast and eggs for daily green smoothies filled with raw kale, cauliflower, and broccoli. At first, she felt proud of her new habit, but within weeks, she started experiencing cold extremities, brain fog, and a constant sense of fatigue. Her doctor ran some labs, and sure enough, her thyroid hormone levels had dropped and her iron stores were depleted. Once Patricia replaced her raw greens with lightly steamed versions and added small amounts of iodine-rich foods like eggs and seaweed, her symptoms began to fade. In just a few weeks, her energy returned and her clarity of thought came back. Now she still enjoys her greens, but in a way that respects her body's changing needs. So if you love your vegetables, keep eating them. But as you grow older, preparation makes all the difference. Give your body what it needs in a form it can truly benefit from. A little warmth in your food can mean a lot more comfort in your life. The worst vegetable number 3, eggplant, a beautiful vegetable with a hidden sting. At first glance, eggplant looks like the picture of health. That deep purple skin, that satisfying texture when grilled or baked. It often finds its way into senior-friendly meals like ratatouille or veggie lasagna. But for many older adults living with arthritis or chronic joint discomfort, eggplant might not be as kind to the body as it seems. The reason lies in the group it belongs to. Eggplant is part of the nightshade family, which also includes tomatoes, peppers, and white potatoes. These vegetables all contain a natural chemical called solanine, a compound that in sensitive individuals can increase inflammation, especially in the joints. While this may not be a concern for everyone, seniors with osteoarthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, or lingering joint stiffness may find their symptoms subtly but consistently worsened after eating eggplant, particularly when the skin is left on where solanine levels are highest. For many, the connection isn't immediately clear. You might think your knees just hurt more because of the weather, or that your hands are stiff from gardening. But sometimes, the answer is quietly sitting right on your dinner plate. Take the story of Elaine Marston, a 71-year-old retired piano teacher from Ashland, Oregon. Elaine had always been a fan of home-cooked meals, especially her signature eggplant bake with garlic and herbs. But as the months went by, her morning stiffness grew more intense. She found herself needing longer breaks between practice sessions, her hands aching more than usual. With her doctor's help, she began keeping a food journal, noting which meals preceded her flare-ups. The pattern emerged quickly. Eggplant, even in moderate servings, was a common thread, so she made a small but important change. She removed eggplant from her weekly menu for 4 weeks, just to see. What followed was unexpected. The stiffness in her fingers eased. Her sleep improved. Her knees no longer throbbed after dinner. She didn't feel perfect, but she felt lighter and freer in her own body. Eggplant is not the enemy, but for some seniors, especially those already living with inflamed joints or autoimmune issues, it may be a silent trigger worth exploring. Listening to your body, being curious instead of fearful, and making gentle adjustments like removing or reducing eggplant could bring real comfort. And at this stage in life, comfort is a gift worth protecting. The worst vegetable number 4, raw spinach, a surprising twist in the world of healthy eating. For decades, spinach has been celebrated as a symbol of vitality, strength, and clean living, from comic book heroes to modern wellness trends. This leafy green has earned its place on the pedestal of superfoods, but for older adults, especially those managing specific health conditions or medications, raw spinach can carry hidden risks that deserve thoughtful attention. What seems like a smart dietary choice might actually be getting in the way of better health. The issue lies in 2 natural components found in spinach: oxalates and vitamin K1. Oxalates are compounds that bind to important minerals like calcium and iron in your digestive tract, making them harder to absorb for seniors already facing challenges with bone density or iron levels, such as osteoporosis or anemia. This can quietly worsen symptoms like brittle nails, low energy, or even increased fracture risk. You might be loading your plate with dark green salads or sipping smoothies each morning, thinking you're nourishing your body, when in reality, many of those nutrients aren't even making it past your stomach. Then there's vitamin K1, which plays a role in blood clotting. For most people, it's helpful in small amounts, but for seniors on blood-thinning medications like warfarin, too much vitamin K1 can interfere with the very medicine designed to protect their heart. Even a single spinach salad can disrupt the delicate balance of your medication, increasing the risk of clotting or causing fluctuations in INR levels that your doctor has worked hard to stabilize. Consider the story of Walter Simmons, a 79-year-old retired railroad engineer from Amarillo, Texas. Walter had been on blood thinners for nearly 10 years following a mild stroke, and his doctors were always pleased with how steady his test results had remained. That changed when his granddaughter introduced him to a new health trend, and they began sharing green smoothies every morning, packed with raw spinach. These drinks seemed like the perfect way to stay energized. But within weeks, Walter's INR levels were erratic. After careful review, his doctor traced the change back to those smoothies. Once Walter switched to lightly sautéed spinach, his levels returned to normal, and his energy remained stable. So what's the takeaway? Spinach is still a wonderful food, but preparation matters. Lightly cooking it not only reduces the oxalate load, but also softens the impact of vitamin K1, making it far safer and easier on your body. In your golden years, wisdom means knowing when to adapt, even with the healthiest of habits. Now that we've explored the 4 vegetables seniors should be cautious with, it's time to shift our focus. Not all vegetables are risky. In fact, some can become powerful allies for aging well. Let's move into the next chapter and discover 4 of the very best vegetables to support your strength, energy, and longevity. The best vegetable number 1, beets. A vibrant root that nourishes the heart, sharpens the mind, and awakens energy from within. For seniors looking to support their health naturally, beets are more than just a colorful side dish. They are a true ally for aging bodies, offering real support for circulation, blood pressure, brain clarity, and digestive well-being. Whether roasted gently in the oven or blended into a morning smoothie, beets carry within them the quiet power to improve daily life in lasting ways. So what makes beets such a gift to older adults? One word: nitrates. When we eat beets, these nitrates turn into nitric oxide in the body, which helps open up the blood vessels and encourages smooth, steady circulation. As we age, our arteries naturally become stiffer, making the heart work harder. Beets help ease that pressure. For those managing high blood pressure or concerned about heart strain, just 1 serving a day can offer meaningful relief. Studies have shown that seniors who enjoy beets regularly often see their systolic blood pressure drop by 10 points or more, lowering their risk of stroke and heart attack. But the heart isn't the only part of the body that benefits. Beets also carry anti-inflammatory compounds that quietly calm the internal fires that drive so many age-related conditions, from aching joints to brain fog. Inflammation is often the hidden cause. Beets help reduce that burden gently over time, supporting a clearer mind and more comfortable movement. Take, for example, Howard Reese, an 82-year-old retired orchestra director from Cincinnati, Ohio. After noticing bouts of dizziness and struggling to recall the names of old students, Howard consulted his doctor. The diagnosis: early cognitive decline and mild hypertension. Instead of panicking, Howard chose to act. He began walking every afternoon and replaced his breakfast pastry with a beet smoothie made with lemon, ginger, and a touch of apple. Within weeks, he felt steadier on his feet. He could focus longer when reading. 3 months later, his blood pressure had dropped and his memory tests had improved. Today, Howard calls his smoothie the symphony before the sunrise. Beets also support digestion, a concern many seniors share. Their natural fiber promotes regular bowel movements, relieves mild constipation, and feeds the healthy bacteria in the gut. This in turn strengthens immunity and improves how nutrients are absorbed in one vegetable. Seniors find circulation, clarity, comfort, and calm. Beets may be humble, but their impact is extraordinary. The best vegetable number 2, bok choy, a quiet green with powerful gifts for aging bodies. In the world of leafy vegetables, bok choy may not make the headlines like kale or spinach, but for seniors looking to support their bones, strengthen their immunity, and avoid digestive discomfort, bok choy might just be the hidden gem they've been missing. Light in taste, but rich in essential nutrients. This crisp and gentle vegetable brings a unique balance of health benefits that make it an ideal addition to the senior plate. Bok choy, also called Chinese cabbage, belongs to the cruciferous family. What sets it apart is its low oxalate content, meaning its high calcium levels are actually available for your body to absorb. For older adults, especially women after menopause or men over 70, that matters. Bone density tends to decline with age, increasing the risk of fractures and weakness. Many popular greens, like spinach, contain compounds that block calcium absorption, but bok choy doesn't carry that burden. Instead, it delivers absorbable calcium paired with magnesium and vitamin K, nutrients that help place that calcium exactly where it belongs, in your bones, not your arteries. But bok choy doesn't stop there. It offers a steady dose of vitamin C, a powerful antioxidant that supports the immune system. For seniors, who often recover more slowly from colds or infections, this can be a gentle line of defense. One bowl of bok choy soup could be doing more for your resilience than you think. Let me tell you about Sylvia Menard, a 76-year-old retired art instructor from Tempe, Arizona, after slipping on her porch and fracturing her wrist. She was told by her doctor that her bone strength was declining. Sylvia didn't tolerate dairy well, and calcium supplements upset her stomach. But then her dietitian introduced her to bok choy. At first, she was hesitant, but she began adding it to her stews, sautéing it with mushrooms and sesame oil, even blending it into savory egg dishes. Within months, her digestion felt smoother, and her balance had improved. A follow-up bone scan revealed that her bone density had held steady, and during the winter season, she managed to avoid even a sniffle. Bok choy is simple, affordable, and deeply nourishing. A small change in your routine, a big step toward a stronger, healthier future. The best vegetable number 3, green peas, a small but mighty friend for senior digestion, energy, and balance, often overlooked in favor of flashier vegetables. Green peas offer something special for aging bodies. They are naturally sweet, easy to digest, and packed with fiber and plant-based protein that supports strength, stability, and comfort. For older adults, green peas can quietly transform how you feel after meals and how your body functions between them. Each cup of cooked peas provides an impressive amount of both soluble and insoluble fiber, which is key for managing blood sugar and keeping the digestive system moving smoothly. Soluble fiber slows down the absorption of carbohydrates, helping to prevent energy crashes and sharp glucose spikes. This makes peas a wise choice for anyone managing type 2 diabetes or insulin resistance. Meanwhile, the insoluble fiber supports regularity, easing common issues like constipation and bloating without the need for supplements. Peas are also surprisingly rich in protein, about 8 grams per cup, which is a gentle yet powerful tool for preserving muscle mass as we age. Combined with their anti-inflammatory antioxidants and essential nutrients like vitamin K, B1 and folate, peas support heart health, brain clarity, and stronger bones. Take the story of Harold Long, an 80-year-old retired teacher from Boise, Idaho. After feeling fatigued and frustrated with digestion and early blood sugar changes, Harold made one simple shift. He began adding green peas to his meals 3 times a week. Within a month, his energy returned, his digestion improved, and his doctor noted a small but meaningful drop in his A1C. Harold now calls peas his green miracle. And for good reason. The best vegetable number 4. Swiss chard, a vibrant green with quiet strength that nurtures the body from the inside out. Swiss chard may not always get the spotlight, but for older adults, it offers exactly the kind of gentle support aging bodies need. Packed with vitamins A, C, and K, along with minerals like magnesium, potassium, and iron, this leafy green helps the liver flush toxins, strengthens immunity, and even protects aging eyes. Swiss chard contains betalains, natural pigments that support detoxification and soothe inflammation. Its mild diuretic effect can also reduce water retention and ease strain on the kidneys. 1 cup provides over 40% of your daily vitamin C, reinforcing your body's ability to fight off infections. But perhaps most impressive are its benefits for vision. Rich in lutein and zeaxanthin, Swiss chard helps guard against macular degeneration and supports clearer sight into your later years. Consider the story of Ruth Ellison, an 84-year-old former librarian from Asheville, North Carolina, struggling with blurry vision and lingering colds. She added Swiss chard to her meals twice a week. Within weeks, she felt brighter, steadier, and more resilient. Her digestion improved, and her eye doctor noted stable pressure in her latest exam. For Ruth, this quiet green became a turning point, and it could be for you too. As we grow older, every meal becomes a quiet act of care. Some vegetables may surprise us with hidden risks, while others become gentle allies that strengthen our hearts, minds, and bones. It is not about eating perfectly, just more wisely. Start with one change and listen to how your body responds. If today's insights resonated with you, feel free to subscribe for more guidance made with care. And before you go, drop a quick comment below with the words, "We'll adjust." You're not alone on this journey. In our next video, we'll explore the fruits that help you stay sharp and vibrant. Stay with us.